Good morning, Reed here. I'm where I live. And today I'm thinking about how it stinks in here because I spread a bunch of comfrey nettle ferment yesterday with my son. That was a blast. And I took all the, leftover plantness from that and laid it out in the greenhouse as extra mulch and to continue dripping out from what was there. It was a really nice day with him. That interesting, beautiful thing of he really likes doing stuff with me. He's only 3 and he can last like an hour or so, which is amazing. So we did a bunch of care for the chickens and spread all that. Covered 2 buckets worth. I'm watering right now because I'm trying to multitask. How about you? Are you multitasking in your life? And what does it mean to multitask? Because a lot of people say you can't really do it, and I'm like, okay, but these different pockets of time that I'm discovering are some of the most beneficial aspects of my life, where I fit things in, like my kettlebell swings while I'm cooking my breakfast. And I opted to not do a bunch of watering this morning when I was doing my chores earlier, because I was like, I think I'll have time when I make this video. Now, I'm largely on rain catchment here. I mean, I'm entirely on rain catchment here. Let's not say largely when it's a lot more than largely. And I can't just leave my watering system on with timers because there's slow leaks in places. And I have not gotten all the permissions necessary to go fix that. Mixed with when you're renting a place, sometimes you're a little bit I'm a bit like, I don't want to make time for that right now. The leak's not so terrible, and frankly, it waters a grapevine that I've got next to it. So it kind of serves a purpose in its own unique way. It's just I don't want to have it on all the time. And I'm thinking that there's a lot of things in life that we don't really want on all the time. Like when I go to bed, I don't want my mind to be all super active. I want to be able to just rest and settle in. And recognizing there's different things that help me do that. Like on occasion when I can make music in the evening, I find I rest a lot better because music is one of those things that actually settles my mind quite a lot. Whereas my working on my story that I'm about to tell this weekend, by the time this video comes out, it will have already happened. It's called The Out of Time Tea House, and that is close up. Whoa, close ups. And it's such a fascinating tale. I'm actually still working on it, which is the fun part. And so needing to tell it in, let's see, today's Thursday, so Sunday, 4 days, is really exciting. Almost to the point of being nerve-wracking, but I'm into that for some reason. And so that notion of okay, I was planning to work on it last night for a bit in the space between loading sheep and picking up my daughter from her circus. Evidently it was just a meeting, but her circus meeting ended a half an hour early, which meant I went from having a little bit of time to no time to work on it. And then all the other pieces of life kind of kicked in and took place. Now as I'm watering, I'm noticing that the smell of having spread the compost tea here is really kicking back up, which is fantastic to know that it's still there, and I'm really feeling like I'm watering it in. Because in that same way of what does it take to activate or deactivate our brains is a bit of a question around this notion of when that happens, we also get this interesting time where our brain works on all the things that we had been contemplating or working out, and how crucial that rest is. And for me at this point of the new school year started for my kids and balancing out all these different aspects. That makes it the autumn. And so that shifting of seasons is taking place, and how the different rhythms of life are altering, and really just noticing, okay, there's these seasonalities of things make a huge difference in the realm of, like, that's all firewood I need to chop, actually. The different ways that those seasons can, aid us in accomplishing the things that we want to get done, need to get done, desire to get done, and the ways that maybe feel detrimental to that, and we have to come up with an alternate plan. And so those rest moments are really helpful to sort all that. This is a wisteria. It was just a 1-inch little bit of plant with a root cutting, and it is thriving here. I mean, this one is, it's literally climbing up into the fur. So I mentioned that this is my little bonsai reality set here. Like, this hawthorn is fantastic. I'm thinking about laying it flat like this coming year and seeing if I can get it to shoot up, because that's a fun effect that I've seen some bonsai people do. Anyway, so I'm wondering, are you finding spaces to rest? Are you finding spaces to quiet your own mind? I'm finding in my meditation currently that having a candle going and focusing on an object is actually much better than just me trying to sit there quietly, for what that's worth. And I want to say thanks for watching these videos. Thanks for visiting my website, bennyreads.com. Sign up for my newsletter there. That would be amazing. You'll get a free tea ritual guide. I really need to tell you guys earlier, because so many of you have already stopped watching. Are you still watching right now? If you're still watching right now, please leave a comment for me to know, because the stats say most of you have stopped long ago. Anyway, with that, I gotta go to work. I gotta bring my kids to school. And if you're wondering, Reed, why do you talk so fast some of the time? I grew up on the East Coast of the States, and people talk really fast over there. So sometimes I get caught up on myself and I forget to slow down, which is a nice thing about life here on the West Coast. But sometimes that's waiting around for people to talk and get to their point. With that, have too much fun.